Make sure you send out the link.
Even though we lost, it is a win-win situation for the Philadelphia Eagles. One of the more entertaining games as a Philadelphia Eagles fan within the last 3 years, other than the Super Bowl, obviously. And I had a lot of fun watching it. We saw Jalen Hurts shine today. He was absolutely perfect. He missed on some easy throws, but I'm not gonna dog him too much on that. He had a great game today. The team was great. They have too many holes. Let's be honest. They have way too many holes to overcome this. And the Cardinals played a decent game. Now, before I bring these two gentlemen in, I'm going to talk to this Arizona Cardinals fan right here that's obviously talking shit and says the Cardinals almost beat themselves. I don't know that expression, honestly. I don't know why people say that. They're like, oh, we didn't lose. We didn't almost lose to a bad team. We almost beat ourselves. Well, the Jets beat the Rams today, so that happens all the time. Cattle Dog, since you're talking shit to me, I'm going to talk to you since I'm so good at talking shit. Kyler Murray stinks.
Yeah,
Absolutely stinks. Cannot throw the ball at all. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree.
That said, I'm going to bring in these two gentlemen, Zach Harris and how you guys doing tonight?
Yes, sir. Lower that TV. Whose fucking TV's that?
Probably mine.
God damn.
I'm deaf. Leave me alone.
That's it. Better, much better.
All right, go. Fuck.
Zach takes it.
All right, I'm going to take it. You know, this was an entertaining game. I know we still came away with the loss, but even when we were down 16-0 or whatever it was, it still felt like it wasn't out of reach. And that's something that we haven't felt all year with Wentz at the helm. It's just this gritty performance that you see with Hurts doing whatever it takes. This week, you know, he threw for over 300 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He put the ball on the ground a couple of times, but they didn't lose it, and that was the most important position. He also didn't lose field position with his fumble, so they made up for their mistakes, the little mistakes that they did have. The offensive line is still an issue, no matter what. No matter who's playing quarterback, the offensive line is still an issue, unfortunately. What is that now? The 13th different offensive line, which is an NFL record, and you heard Aqib Talib keep saying, oh, this is almost unheard of. It is unheard of because it's an NFL record, 13 different offensive lines. So, you know, still, the offensive line is an issue, but Hurts' legs masks that issue a lot of the times. And it was just exciting. It was entertaining. It was exciting. And I feel invigorated with that game.
I like that word.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Word of the day.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% everything that you said. You got to credit Jalen Hurts, man. This kid has played. Let's start with him. The first two starts of the season, you play against the number 1 defense. You play well. Today, Arizona, a tough place to play, and he just lit it up. You look at the stats, even if you didn't watch the game, you'd be like, holy shit. What do you have, 4 touchdowns, 1 running?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
So you got to give credit where credit's due. Now, listen, as a Carson Wentz guy, he has the same wide receivers, the same offensive line, same play calls, same coach. You got to give credit where credit's due. Little by little, it looks like it's going to be the end. Lower the fucking TV.
I'm deaf. Leave me alone. And the remote's all the way over there.
So, it's your TV?
Yes,
Yeah.
I said that.
I thought it was Kai. I'm sorry. My apologies, Zach.
Fuck you.
But, so, what was I saying? Oh, so he's making it very difficult. He's making it very difficult for Carson Wentz. And little by little, Carson Wentz, it looks like it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. He's not going to want to be a backup here. And if Jalen Hurts plays the way he's been playing the next 2 games and the last 2 games, then we see what happens. I've told you, Kyle, and I'm sure that I didn't tell Zach, but I told my boys and people that texted me, I said, the best thing to happen is, and I know a lot of people will say, come on, Zomp, you're an Eagles fan. Yes, but I know what's best for this team, and what's best for this team is getting a top 10 pick. We need talent on this team on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. But look what Jalen Hurts done with these guys. Now, I understand there's some people out there, oh, these guys are not so bad. Listen, Kyle Fulgham had no catches until 2 minutes left into the 4th quarter. Greg Ward had 2 big touchdowns and a key grab on 1st down, but there's not a go-to guy. Rager could just do so much. People are going to understand that he's our guy. You need somebody opposite of him. The offensive line, like you hit on, Zach, when you put in Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, and Jason Kelce comes back, it's that much better. So I don't think it's that terrible going into the future. But I don't think from what I saw, I don't think the offensive line was atrocious. I think Matt Pryor was atrocious. I think he was terrible. But I think Malata, I think Selmalo and Kelsey and Herbert didn't play that bad. But you can't say enough about Jalen Hurts. The kid could play ball. You could see he's a winner. He's poised, knows exactly what he has to do. I wish he would have ran a little bit more today instead of taking some sacks. But all in all, I thought he was good. The defense, you could blame it on the Slay, Maddox, and McLeod. I just always thought that this defense sucked. Jim Schwartz has the system, and that's about it. But I think, like I said, the best case scenario that could have happened. That Jalen Hurts plays and balls out, and we still keep a top 10 pick. It was an exciting game. I was very proud of the guys, but at the end of the day, that pick is going to be very important, especially if we trade Wentz and get a first-round pick. So I'm happy with the results today, gentlemen, and that's what I got to say.
Yeah. No. I totally agree with everything you just said. I'm obviously happy that I saw some fight out of this Philadelphia Eagles team today. And, it was very entertaining, like I said before. We need that top pick. It's very crucial, very valuable. I do not want to win this division. I know if Washington loses their next 2 games, especially against us in that last week, we could still get into the playoffs. I don't want to get into the playoffs. I'm sorry if I sound like that Eagles fan that would rather get it pick than win, but this year's different. This year's COVID. It's not like any other year where I would agree with you. I'm all about winning, and that's all that matters. But there's no one in the stands. It just feels like, to me at least, that this is a little bit of a watered-down year. So I want to take this opportunity to get that elite talent in the draft with a top 10 pick. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that, especially when you have a guy like Jalen Hurts who looks like he may be our starter next year. You need to go out with some talent, like you truly do. And I was talking to Zach before this game, same thing about Carson Wentz. If he's going to come back as a QB, which I highly doubt, if he's going to come back as a QB, you have to get him an elite talent. So it's one of those things where you really have to put special players around your franchise QBs. You have to.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Go Zach.
I've been waiting for a number 1 wide receiver, and I've been screaming it from the mountaintops forever. And you guys all bring up Jamar Chase. But when I bring up a number 1 wide receiver, I get killed in the comment section. But then you all want Jamar Chase. So I'm just going to leave it at
baby,
that.
Say it. Devonta Smith, baby.
Hey, I'm fine with Devontae Smith.
He's an Alabama. All right, before we go on with this game, all right, Mr. Alabama over there, tell Zomp what Devontae Smith's missing that Jamar Chase possesses.
Oh, man. Jamar Chase is just special, but so is Devontae Smith. I think it's going to come down to how you evaluate Jamar Chase being out because he opted out of the season due to COVID. And that's going to be a difficult thing to evaluate because he literally stepped away from the game for a whole year. But Devontae Smith is a Heisman-type candidate wide receiver. He's been outstanding. I just like Jamar Chase's body a little more. I think he's got a little more thickness to him that's going to help translate to a physical game. Devontae Smith is going to be great with the speed, the in and outs, the route running, the hands, the going up and high pointing the ball. I just think he might be able to get jammed up at the line a little bit. So if you got man coverage, somebody coming up on him might be able to jam him up and get him off his game a little bit. But that doesn't mean he can't, adjust to that. But for right now, I think Jamar Chase's body type, the way that he's physical and can go up and get the ball, I like that part of him.
Listen, man, I don't watch, like I said every week, I don't watch college ball. I happen to watch the Alabama game yesterday, and I know it's college is different, but Jesus Christ, I know Florida's defense stinks, supposedly, from what I'm reading. But,
they do.
Jesus, though, and I just feel like, and I'm hard on Rager because I wanted Justin Jefferson. I thought he was the right pick, and I wanted like a Henry Ruggs or whatever. But Jalen Rager, there was a lot of good things that he did today, even though like it may not show on the score sheet, stat sheet, whatever. That 3rd and 26 that you could just see his speed. He does have elite speed, in my opinion. He got that to a 4th and manageable where Jalen Hurts got the first down. There was a penalty that he did something. I forgot. My mind's going nuts right now. I don't remember what it was. But Jalen Rager, you could see he possessed, but he needs somebody on the other side. You can't rely on Travis Fulgham anymore. It's done. Alshon Jeffrey making these catches. This guy's old. We really need a guy that we could lean on. Like, When Arizona needed something, what did they do? They go to DeAndre Hopkins. They went to him, and he got the first down. He got the touchdowns. That's what the Eagles need. And it's inspiring what Jalen Hurts is doing because, like I said, listen, man, Carson Wentz had exactly the same weapons, the same offensive line, the same everything. And he would have got sacked about 8 times today. He would have probably thrown a pick. Jalen Hurts makes things happen with these garbage players. Imagine with the Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. And I believe we hold the 5th pick, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Right now, we would hold like the 6 or 7, in my opinion.
All right, because Dallas, when they were in last place, they had the 5th pick. So I'm calling it right now. I think we destroyed Dallas, by the way. I think next week we destroy Dallas.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I think we're going to absolutely annihilate Dallas because Gallup is hurt.
Just beat San Fran.
Huh?
They just beat San Fran.
Yeah, but I just think their defense is terrible. I think it's in the dome. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna light it up again. And they don't scare me. They don't scare me offensively. I mean, Amari Cooper and they got CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, okay, but Gallup is hurt. Van Der Esch got hurt today. I'm not concerned about Dallas next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just a disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert to this special edition of the Fly Like an Eagle podcast. In about 10 minutes, give or take, we're going to have a special guest come on and have him display what he saw today.
Who's the special guest?
It's a very famous guy. You and I are really good fit.
Is it Santa?
It might be. Might be Santa for this episode.
It better not be.
I know him.
It better not be EDP Bryant Moreland 44445.
It is. Yeah. So in about 10 minutes, EDP is going to come on and display what he saw today. And we'll see if he changes his mind on Wentz or not. Probably not, but it's definitely something that he wants to come on. Like I didn't ask him. He wants to come on. So
I want to ask you guys something. I know what Zach is gonna say already. I don't even need to ask him. But when we got that big first down with under 2 minutes left, did you think, oh my God, this guy's gonna tie up this game? I believed he was gonna tie the game. I really did.
Listen, I was watching it with you pretty much because we were texting back and forth, and I was looking at Hurts. And I was like, he did come up in big. I mean, I don't know what to say, dude. I really don't, because the way that he handled himself, the way he showed his poise, it felt to me like if he had a little bit better talent, like you've been saying the weeks leading up to this, that maybe, just maybe, we would have had a better shot. Maybe with 1 timeout or 2, maybe we would have had a better shot. But yeah, he looked. To me, I have nothing bad to say about the guy. I really don't. He looked dynamic to me, like he did, and that's a big word for me to say. I've been bashing the guy, saying that this guy wasn't really great in college. I don't think he would ever transition to the pro level. And so far, I am dead wrong. I am. And I admit when I'm wrong. It's very rare, but I admit right now that Jalen Hurts looks so much better than Carson Wentz did this whole entire year in 2 games.
Absolutely.
And he contended and beat one of the best teams in the league.
Absolutely.
Out of 2. So – yeah, I have nothing bad to say. You're not going to hear another negative word from me out of Jalen Hurts. Right now, he is the backup. He's still a backup quarterback. That's on the GM, the front office, to decide if they're going to bring him back next year, week 1. But for right now, he's doing well. So I can't really say anything about that. I can't.
2020, come on. I love you, bud, but he didn't drop the ball. That was just great defense.
Which one? What are you talking about?
The game-tying touchdown pass where it got knocked away by the defensive
Goddard?
back. Yeah.
It was a great throw, too,
He poked it away. It was a great throw, and it was great defense.
Well, on the second,
sometimes it comes out.
On the second attempt, Dallas Goedert could have actually dove for that.
Yeah.
He could have. Like, I was watching it on replay, and I was like, come on, dude. If you just dove for that, you probably could have got that.
But that first one was definitely great defense.
It
doesn't matter if it was in his hands. It was also knocked out of his hands.
Listen, man, I can't
Come on,
stress
2020.
I can't stress it enough. I think everything we could have asked for happened today. Jalen Hurts took another step up and is going to make this a quarterback controversy if there is any. Carson Wentz, there's a reports already coming out that this guy's like, I don't want to play here if I'm going to be the backup. Listen, Harry Roseman knows that he's fucked up. People are going to bash him for the Jefferson pick. People are going to bash him for the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Another pick that was a healthy scratch. Listen, he knows, the Eagles know 5 wins is unacceptable. I'm sure Jeffrey Lurie talk and say it's unacceptable. Winning the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. They see a spark in Jalen Hurts. They're going to build around him. Why they didn't do that with Wentz, whatever. But listen, I'm tired of Wentz. I'm done with Wentz. I want to win football games. I've backed up, and I'm coming clean since Kyle finally is coming clean. Listen, I love Carson Wentz. I always thought he was a good kid. I always thought that he did the right things. He always tried to win. It was an unfortunate injury, but I'm ready to put that behind us. I'm ready to turn the page. I hope and pray that Jalen Hurts is the guy because, listen, it's been 2 games. You know what I mean? It's only been 2 games. But from what I've seen, this guy looks like the real deal. You build around him. You get coaches that could coach with him. I'm still out on Doug Peterson. There was a couple of play calls that I'm not a fan of Doug Peterson. I know. I'm not a fan. And defensively, if you keep Schwartz, did Michael Jacque or whatever his name is, I thought he was impressive. He's playing against DeAndre Hopkins. But when Slay comes back, are those going to be the 2 corners of the future? Who knows? But all in all, I just think that we couldn't have asked for a better day. Yeah, we lost, but at the end of the day, you got a top 5, top 6 pick in our hands. You're going to get an elite talent. And Jalen Hurts looks like he's going to be the guy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I 100% agree. And it's crazy because I was telling you this, going back and forth in the group chat with me and my other friends, Ant and Josh. We were going back and forth. And it's weird because I said before he started his first game in the NFL that there are those weird situations where players don't look that great in college, but when they go up and test themselves even more at the pro level, they're actually better. You know, and that could be a weird case with Jalen Hurts. Because Jalen Hurts, there's only one player, to my knowledge, that actually did what Jalen Hurts looks like he's doing right now, and that's Tom Brady. He played at Michigan. Everyone had him slip to the 6th round. He comes up, and he plays better on the professional level. So I've seen it happen before. So that could happen. And someone compared him to McNabb. Someone compared him to Donovan McNabb. And to be honest with you, I see it. I truly do. So, yeah, it's something I might have to eat my words on. I probably already have because the guy looks good.
Tom Brady backed up Drew Henson at Michigan. Jalen Hurts was 2nd in Heisman voting.
Yeah.
A little different.
But Jalen Hurts looks better at this level. Is that right?
Jalen Hurts looked really good in college, too.
I mean, I gambled on him. I didn't think he looked that great.
I just hope Doug Peterson and the coaches don't hold this guy back. Like, they give me no confidence. Like, look what they did to Wentz. Like, and let's be honest. They fucked Wentz. You win the division, and I know you're going to say, huh?
No, they didn't.
Who didn't win the division?
They didn't fuck Wentz at all.
No, I'm saying, look, if you're Carson Wentz, right, you give them an outstanding year 2017, and you could say whatever you want. The guy helped this team win. Yeah, Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, but Carson Wentz helped this team tremendously. He gets hurt. Nick Foles comes in, finishes what he started, wins the Super Bowl. Okay, following year, you're hurt. You play what, 9 games, 8 games. You played like shit or whatever. Back injury, you're out. Okay, 2019, you come and you get this mega deal. Your boss comes up to you and says, "Here's your mega deal. You're the franchise." You win the last 4 games, make the playoffs. You what was the passing? It was over 4,000 yards he passed for with nobody. The same shit that we have now, even worse than in 2019.
Yeah.
You get in the playoffs, you get hurt, you get a concussion, it's over. Now, you just paid the man. What do? 2nd round pick, you could have bought an offensive lineman, you could have drafted a wide receiver, you go for a quarterback. That gives a bad taste in somebody's mouth. Mm-hmm. I think, me personally, Carson Wentz, between his injuries, between the Nick Foles thing, between getting a mega deal, then getting Jalen Hurts, is too much for him. You trade him away. All right, but I don't have the confidence in Doug Peterson until they show me. Doug Peterson and the coaches and Howie Roseman, because of what they did to Carson Wentz.
Here's another big thing, all right? I hate to break you off, but here's another big thing.
And we keep Wentz trade.
No,
yes.
Here's another big thing, all right? As well as Jalen Hurts is playing, and if they really do keep Carson Wentz, you could probably trade Hurts for a 1st round.
I wouldn't do that. You got to keep the better player, and right now it's night and day. Can't do that.
Right.
It's night and day. It's night. Right. They're gonna trade Wentz.
All right. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on the podcast. Some of you love him, some of you hate him. It is what it is. He's one of my best buddies, and he's here to voice his opinion on the Philadelphia Eagles. What is up, EDP 445? Ryan Moreland. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How's it going, you guys?
It's going good.
Same
so,
old shit.
What did you think about today's game, ultimately?
I feel like the team showed a lot of fight that they obviously don't show when Carson Wentz is on the field. Just like Zonk was saying, I'm a strong believer in that I'm the type of motherfucker, right? To where forget about football, forget about the sport, you know what I mean? I'm all about doing the right thing, not from a football player standpoint, but from a logical human being standpoint. You know what I mean? And this is why, dude, I'm gonna be real with you, man. My passion for the Eagles died.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry,
Just
I'm
like
back.
that
My bad,
microphone.
dog. Sorry.
I thought it was me.
Hey, dog, you there?
Yeah, we're
I can't hear shit. What the fuck? Hold on. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
no problem. So his passion for the Philadelphia Eagles died a long time ago. We got that
Just
much.
like his microphone.
Yeah, it looks like
Just
his
like
microphone.
his microphone.
I know where he's going with this. He's probably,
I do too.
I know where he's going with this, but I understand it, and I know he's gonna get mad at me, but I don't agree because you gotta win. You understand? You're not just gonna play Wentz because you feel bad for the fucking guy. You know what I mean?
Right. He's
Here he
back.
goes. Here he goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My bad.
No problem.
So, back what I was saying, like, I'm all for doing the right thing, you know what I mean, and sticking by, the people that, that you vow to take care of, you know what I mean? And so when I sit back and I look at this situation, I'm like, you know what? My passion for this team is just fucking dead, dude. Because I'll say this to my dying grave, okay? You do not fuck people and act like everything's okay. That's what they did with Carson Wentz. You drafted the guy number 2 overall, and you never gave him a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm sitting back. I'm like, you know what? Seriously, I know that Carson Wentz is a Christian and whatever, but on the day I get traded, I would pull my dick out and I would piss all over that Eagles fucking logo.
Come on.
No. Fuck that. I'm tired of getting fucked as an Eagles fan. I'm tired, like there's a reason why this team is fucking shit, man. And they've been having bad luck for years on out. It's because they fucked their players over. And this punk ass, like, cheap Jewish penny pinching fuck, like, this team will never be shit until they get rid of Howie Roseman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, fucking burn that motherfucker in an oven. Toss that bitch off an airplane or some bullshit. Like, I can't fucking stand this motherfucker, bro. Like, this motherfucker, dude, this motherfucker killed the team that I love, dog.
Yeah. I mean,
this shit.
Brian, I gotta ask you one question though.
What's up?
Now you say that the Eagles didn't do anything to help them, all right?
Right.
But then you see Jalen Hurts come in today and absolutely light it up with the players that Carson Wentz had around him the whole season. Now, does your opinion change just a little bit based off that fact, or are you still going to roll with what you've been saying?
I'm still on the road with what I've been saying because, I mean, you sat back and you've seen it clearly when the whole Foles thing happened, players come in, players all of a sudden the O-line starts blocking, motherfuckers can start catching, people can start getting wide open and stuff, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now you see it with Jalen Hurts. And I always go back to the entire Seattle Seahawks reference when, I believe it was the year or a few years after they won the Super Bowl or whatever. And, like Pete Carroll was like, okay, listen, because the defense was talking shitting all over Russell Wilson. And I'm like, this guy was all like, listen, man, fuck them all. Get rid of them all. If you guys don't want to play for this guy, then bye, leave. You know what I mean? And it's like all of these players that are supposedly stepping up and playing for Jalen Hurts, they all have one thing in common. They were all there, or the majority of them, they were all there for the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The problem is that they got their – the problem is that these fucking players, man, they have Nick Foles' dick rammed so far down their fucking throat. Like, it's like, dude, if you don't want to play for Wentz, get the fuck out of here, dog. Why the fuck are you still here, man?
Well, I just listen. I don't want to cut you off. I hear what you're saying. You want in your own way. I see what you're saying. Like I said, It's just that we're not going to know the truth. We're never going to know the truth. We don't know if Carson Wentz is the type of guy to say, I want to run at this offense. You see him talk and you see him say, and I'm a Carson Wentz guy. You hear him talk and you say, I'm not going to change. It's in my DNA. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Every time I see this guy, I don't see him talking to anybody on the sidelines but Nate Sudfeld. I don't see guys go after and talk to him like Jalen Hurts does. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Do I think that the Eagles fucked him over? In a way, yes. You don't pay the man, and then the next year you get a quarterback with the second-round pick. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors, like I said. And that's the reality of it. Are they playing better? Yes. People want to see wins. Fans want to see wins. They don't care about me. They don't care about you, about how they want to win. If they cared, they would have made sure, God would have made sure Wentz won the Super Bowl, not Foles.
Right.
At the end of the day, Carson Wentz had the same exact tools, same exact players, same exact offensive line, same exact coaches, and this guy threw for 3 touchdowns and rushed for 1 and almost won the game. So you have to give Jalen Hurts the credit. The man has stepped in. He looks like a polished veteran. He looks poised. He doesn't take stupid penalties, doesn't take stupid sacks, doesn't turn over the ball. And when you have a disgruntled quarterback who's broken the way Wentz is, unfortunately, it's very sad. But you have to do what's best for the team. And right now, if the season ended, how do you not go with Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, it is true. It's what's best for the franchise. And from what I've seen, honestly, Brian's not going to like this one. But from what I've seen, it just seems like the teammates just don't like Carson Wentz. You know, they don't like him. They think he's a me guy. And that's just what that's the read I'm getting. You know, playing for Jalen Hurts, your season shit. You're playing around this guy. You're almost beating Arizona. You beat the Saints. You couldn't even beat the Cleveland Browns the other week. I don't think the Browns are all that good. I'm sorry. I just don't. You couldn't beat the Giants. You couldn't beat the Browns. You could barely beat the Cowboys. Like, I mean, how much more do you have to see that the team doesn't play around this guy because maybe they just don't like him? You know, he's a me guy. Like, there was a quote that came out this weekend, Brian, that he doesn't want to be the backup, and that's understandable. But some things you keep to yourself in situations like this, because when Jalen Hurts balls out and he says a quote like that, it makes the front office's decision that much easier to get rid of you,
right?
And find a trading partner for you, even though that means us eating the dead cap. Right. You know, because it's clear as day that Wentz doesn't necessarily want to be here anymore. No, and if that's the case, let's get a fucking first rounder for him.
I wouldn't want to be here either. Shit.
So wait, are we just going to ignore the fact that Jalen Hurts has said that Carson Wentz has helped him out tremendously? We're going to ignore the fact that Doug Peterson has said multiple times that Carson Wentz has stayed late after practice to work with these young wide receivers. Are we just going to ignore all that? Because a team first or a me first guy would not be doing that.
Well, but Zach, I don't see. But that's the thing. I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe what Doug Peterson says, because Doug Peterson says Mike Groh's not going anywhere. 2 days later, he was fired.
They all
That
lie.
wasn't his decision.
But it's bullshit, though. You're the coach. You have to know. If this organization is ran literally by Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie, then we're screwed. You're the head coach. You're coaching the team. You get me what I want. That's the way it should be run. Not what Howie Roseman does. And you got to play this guy because it makes him look bad. If that's the case, then we're fucking screwed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, serious. I'm the head coach. You're gonna tell me who the fuck to play, who not to play?
Yeah.
You're the GM. Get the players to build around my guys, and I will coach the team. That's what happened with Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, if they never let him go,
yeah.
Jimmy Johnson was a fucking stud, but Jerry Jones is a fucking idiot.
Because Jerry Jones, I'll never forget it. Jerry Jones said a quote that said, "I could win the Super Bowl without."
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and he just left. He was like, "All right, I'll leave."
That's why I'm saying, like, I bash Doug, but if I'm the head coach, I'm like, listen, if I don't get this, and this, then fuck you. I'm out of here then. And he's just being their puppet right now. And I don't believe anything with this Wentz stuff. I don't believe it at all.
At the end of the day, Doug, if you honestly feel, like Zomp says, if you honestly feel in your truest heart of hearts that Carson Wentz is a problem and that he's terrible and that he's a 100% me guy, well then, all right, cool. You get rid of him and you trade him. All I'm going to say is 3 to 4 years later, when he's on fucking New England or Indianapolis winning multiple Super Bowls, Eagles fans, I don't want to hear shit. You feel me? What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna wipe my ass with a piece of tissue and take a fucking picture of it and be like, "Here, bitch, there you go." That's all you.
Oh no, I'm not, Brian. I'm not disagreeing at all. I just think his time is done here. I think he's going to succeed somewhere else. I genuinely think he's going to ball out somewhere else. I just don't think he could do it here. I think he's mentally shot here.
And Hurts is not helping his case either.
Yeah, it hurts. Hurts playing well is not helping his case at all. So I mean, that's definitely a bad position that Howie put him in, because when you drafted Jalen Hurts for little to no reason after you gave Carson all that money. You know, we all saw this coming, especially with Carson Wentz potentially not playing well and getting benched. And now you're seeing Hurts play like Donovan McNabb in his prime years. So it's definitely a messed up situation. It truly is. And we have a lot of decisions to make, because it's actually a good thing we lost today because we keep draft position. We have a lot of decisions to make in the offseason when it comes to our quarterbacks. And it's weird.
I will say I feel better going into next year knowing about Jalen Hurts and stuff than finishing the season with Carson Wentz the way he was playing all year long, and I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ, at least I have like a little hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think people are going to say, oh, you're crazy because of the contract. I don't think trading Carson Wentz is going to be hard at all, in my opinion. No. I really don't. There's somebody that's going to say, Carson Wentz.
Hey, look, we know a guy named Joe Douglas, right, for the New York Jets. They just lost the number 1 pick. Do you think they take him up?
Him and Ertz, package him up. Bye. See ya.
We give him our pick. Hasta la vista. They give us the number 1.
I'm happy with Jamar or Devontae, man.
The Jets don't even have the number 1 overall pick.
2, right?
They have 2, yeah.
Number 2.
Yep. They beat the Rams today.
It's wild, man, because it's like, you know, from a football's perspective, you know, on some, you know, like no more like, you know, like fucking around and bullshit. And like from a football's perspective, I understand. I totally get it. You know what I mean? From like a personal perspective, dude, I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. I had a dream, dog. I think I told Zomp this before. And so in that dream, dude, you know, I'm not sure if I was an offensive coordinator or something for the Eagles, but like I swear to God, dude, I pulled Carson Wentz aside. I'm looking like, you know what? Fuck the cameras, man. We got like let me talk to you for a second, you know, and. Like, I told him straight up, I'm looking like, listen, dude, like all of that Nick Foles shit, you got to get it about out of your head, dude. You know what I mean? We're going to get you a Super Bowl, bro, and you're going to be fucking great. And I gave him the biggest fucking hug, and next you know, I fucking woke up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? It was fucking wild, but I see Zomp ain't fucking laughing. He's giving me a
no. I'm laughing. I heard this before. I knew. I didn't want to interrupt. I heard this story, but
okay, my bad.
Yeah, but I always go back to that Super Bowl year, the 2017 year, and a lot of people said that Wentz would have won the Super Bowl for us. No, and this fan base is based off making excuses like 24/7. And if Wentz were to lose that first game to the Atlanta Falcons, people would have said that, you know what, he's a sophomore. He had a great season. He'll be back at it. He's going to be great for years to come. That's what they would have said. And a lot of people would like to say that, you know, he ain't Nick Foles, he ain't shit. He's better than Nick Foles. I agree with you guys. He's more skilled than Nick Foles. But he doesn't have that winning aspect to his mindset. He has a broken mindset. And what I saw from Hurts today is this guy is a leader. He's driven. You know, he wants something. He's a rookie, and he looked like a poised veteran today. That's the difference that I saw.
Last week, too.
Yeah, that's the difference that I saw that I haven't seen out of Carson Wentz this year. And Carson's about to be 28 years old. He's my age. And it's like, I just don't know. Like, if they keep Carson Wentz, of course I'm gonna root for him because he's on my team. But right now, I just don't see how you can do it. I just don't, especially with how Hurts is playing. It's a tough situation, bro. It really is.
I think Wentz is out the door.
Yeah, I do too.
And it's all because of Wentz. It's all because of Hurts. If Hurts was like average, like I'm talking about average, then you're like, oh, I don't know. This guy, come on.
Yeah.
He's fucking doing work.
There's so many different ways that you can attack it because it's like Hurts is fucking beasting and shit, right? It's like, okay, so do you trade Jalen Hurts for a high draft pick? Or do you keep Jalen Hurts and you trade Carson Wentz for a high draft pick? But at the same time, though, I feel like if you're going to keep Wentz and get rid of Jalen Hurts, you got to get rid of fucking Doug Peterson and Howie Roseman. You got to get rid of everybody,
Well,
which I honestly don't see that happening.
Well, like I was saying before, Hurts is playing very well. So if they did want to keep Carson because of that dead cap, you could trade Hurts for a first-round pick.
I wouldn't do that. You got to keep the better player.
But what I'm saying is you could get so much value out of him.
Probably yes.
They could play.
Probably yes. But then what good is it if Wentz doesn't play well? Then what? And then you see Hurts fucking thrive on another offense and go to the NFC Championship game.
The league is a risk. The league is a risk. It's all.
Listen to me. In this league, I always like a pocket passer. In this league, you need mobility, and that's what Jalen Hurts brings. You have Carson Wentz, who's broken, bad injury. This guy squats 500-600 pounds. He's thick. He's this, that. To me, it's a no-brainer, and that's coming from a Carson Wentz guy.
Yeah, you guys are the two biggest Carson Wentz guys.
And I admit it. Listen, it's all because he's using the same. He's playing with the same fucking thing, same O-line, same wide receivers, same play calls. Is it because they're playing for Hurts and not Wentz? It's possible, but from what I see, it's the same fucking players, and this guy's lighting it up. If you would have told me he would have had 4 touchdowns today, 1 rushing with Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham, and Jalen Reagor, I would laugh in your face.
Yep.
He did, and gave us our chance to win.
It's the same players, the same exact players.
So I can't argue it.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that he opens up the whole field with his legs?
Yes, I agree with you, Zach.
Yeah, that's the thing that's missing from Wentz too. He doesn't run
right.
And with this O-line, he needs to run more. He's creating a lot with his legs, and that's exactly what Jalen Hurts does best. That's why he's perfect for what the Eagles are right now.
But now, what happens? What happens now? Like, I'm all aboard. Like, you know, if he finishes like this, finishes the year, beats Dallas, or just even plays well. Let's just say he just plays well the next two weeks. He gave us 4 quality weeks. You move on from Wentz. Now Jalen Hurts is the guy now. And this guy all of a sudden just starts sucking it up. That's the nature of the NFL. And then Carson Wentz balls out somewhere else. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know. And I can't trust the front office because I think they fucked too many guys. I think they fucked Carson Wentz. I think they fucked Brian Dawkins. I think they fucked a lot of things. That's just, I don't have any trust in Doug Peterson in this front office. I don't.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me ask you a quick question. Do you think it's possible that, and I believe, I think Zom was telling me this, do you think it's possible that Doug Peterson in the front office told Carson Wentz to pack on weight because he gets injured too much?
I think he did it himself.
Yeah, I think they all do in the offseason.
I think he did himself, and it was one of the biggest mistakes of his life. You know, because he could barely move anymore. You know, and you got to be as skinny as you could fucking be as a mobile quarterback, especially with his height. You have to be. You know, he could barely move. Like you see it this year, he's like immobile now.
The difference is, from what I see, I'm not no quarterback guru, but from what I see Jalen Hurts just like no fear, no emotion, no fear. When I see Carson Wentz, it's like he's
well. I mean, Hurts is playing with a chip on his shoulder because number one, he's a rookie. Number two, he's trying to take the job away from Carson Wentz.
True.
So I mean, he's playing with a huge chip on his shoulder. So he's not going to have fear. He has no pressure on him whatsoever. Wentz had a ton of pressure. Like, we're talking mountains of pressure. Like the city, his North Dakota State. Like, everybody was like, "Oh, Carson, you going to do it this year? We're going to win the Super Bowl this year with all these injuries?" Like, everyone was just saying, you can be MVP this year and not looking at the rest of the team. Like, the team helps you be an MVP, whether you'd like to admit it or not. And at the start of the year, we had no linebacking core. Our offensive line got hurt right off the bat. Deshaun Jackson pretty much got hurt right off the bat. Jalen Reagor wasn't there right off the bat. It's just like the guy, and I agree with Brian here, the guy, whenever he's under center, whether it's bad luck or not, nothing works out for him. And I think it might be a curse. I don't know.
Listen, I'm like my boy says, my boy Beast, take your fucking food truck, get the hell on, motherfucker. Jalen Hurts time, baby.
Hey, it's Jesus' food truck.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's sad. I'll admit, it's sad.
It is sad. It's fucked up.
Sad.
It is fucked up. It is fucked up.
It's sad.
But at the end of the day, I want to win. So if that means, if God came up to me right now, Brian, if God came up to you right now, no bullshit, okay? No bullshit. God came up to you now and says, we're going to screw the shit out of Carson Wentz. We're going to screw the shit out of this motherfucker, and Jalen Hurts is going to win the Super Bowl in 2 years. You wouldn't take it? I
wouldn't take it.
I'd sign right this, like this, in blood, like this, baby.
I wouldn't take it because I don't fuck people over.
Fair.
Eddie Guerrero style. Cheat to win, baby. Cheat to win.
Giants are about to score a touchdown.
Yeah, and look at fucking Guerrero.
What's the score?
0-0.
McCoy or Jones?
McCoy.
I hope the Giants win.
so
Keep on winning, Big Blue. Keep on
the way
winning.
this fan base is talking, that Carson Wentz is this trash-ass quarterback. Nobody likes him. So how the hell are we going to get rid of him? Who's going to fucking trade for him
That's
if
us
he's this
talking.
horrible QB?
That's
Who the
us
hell's going to
talking.
trade for him? You know what? A lot of people would trade for him in a heartbeat.
I agree.
You guys want to listen to reports? Let's listen to a report that Sean Payton supposedly rumored said that he would trade for Carson Wentz in a heartbeat.
I think Belichick wants him, to be honest with you.
I would not.
We're just going to pull random fucking rumors out of our ass. Let's just start doing it.
I trade him out of conference if I'm trading him. I'm not keeping him in the NFC.
I'm just saying, if we're pulling rumors out of our ass and starting to listen to rumors, then, you know.
All I'm saying is I don't believe anything. I really don't. You see with your eyes, but I believe there's something up with Wentz and these guys. There's something up. All of a sudden, they're miraculously playing now. All these guys catching the ball now. Fucking Carson Wentz throws a different ball. I remember back in the day, Michael Vick throws it too hard. Nick Foles has a soft touch. It's a fucking football. Just catch
Vick
it.
had a cannon, man.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe shit like this. I believe there's something. I don't know. Maybe Carson Wentz wants to do it his way. I heard a rumor that all the plays that Nick Foles used to do, they were saying that Carson Wentz wants to do it his way. These are all plays predicated to Nick Foles, and I want to do it my way. Is that true or is that not true? I don't know.
I think Carson
We don't
Wentz.
know.
I think Carson Wentz growing up in North Dakota fucked with his head when he came to Philadelphia, and he started to feel the pressure. That's what I feel.
I think we need to start drafting better and getting these guys from good colleges. LSU, Clemson, Alabama. Enough with these fucking other garbage schools.
Hey, yo, I'm going to bounce out this bitch, man, but I'm going to say this before I roll out, man. I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off if the fucking Cowboys come and take fucking Carson Wentz. I'm going to laugh my ass off. I'm going, y'all.
Peace.
See you, buddy. All right, so that was EDP445. Go subscribe to his channel. You know, his input, he loves Carson Wentz. He loves Carson Wentz over the team right now. And you know what? He's a guy that doesn't fuck people over, like he said. And
Come here.
listen, it's his opinion. He's right to his opinion. I'm about the team. Zom's about the team. But some people feel bad for the guy. I understand it. But the fact of the matter is Carson Wentz did not play well this year. He did not play well enough.
Hasn't played well the last 2 years.
He hasn't played well the last 2 years, honestly.
To help the Eagles, it's best for him. I wish.
Yeah, I mean, if he pulls an Andrew Luck, but he's not going to.
I have no faith in the front office. I just think they're weasels. And it starts with Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie just believes in Howie Roseman. This guy has done more harm than good now. Who picked Jalen Hurts? Who did it? You got to look at how many misses you had. Bad misses.
Yeah, really bad misses. I agree. Anything else we want to touch on before we go?
No, it's. I guess it's officially Dallas week, I guess.
Yeah, officially Dallas week. Hey, listen, we're still in divisional race. Hey, Zach, you want to say anything? Because we didn't really get to you that much. We have 5 minutes.
That's okay.
Let's go for 5 minutes.
I know how this fan base is, so I'm just gonna.
His shirt.
I'm just gonna
speak
sit back.
volume.
I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch it all unfold. And however it turns out, you know, I'll either have my "I told you so" moment or I'll have my apology moment. We'll figure it out when the time comes for it.
Yeah, at least you have Alabama to root for.
Tide, baby.
Nobody's beating that team. Nobody.
Beating Notre Dame down. Let's go, baby.
Or you gotta play. You gotta play Notre Dame
30-point
next.
favorites, by the way.
Yeah.
What is
Notre
this?
Dame and Alabama, and then you have Ohio State and Clemson. So it's looking like it might be Clemson and Alabama.
I can see Clemson lose. Who are they playing?
Clemson's playing Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I can see Ohio State winning the game.
As long as Justin Fields doesn't have an issue with his throwing hand.
What is it? The Fiesta Bowl? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't. There's so many bowls.
No, I'm saying like the
I
big
don't
one.
know.
The big one.
It's the whipped cream bowl. I don't know. The
Rose Bowl.
Michelin Tire Bowl.
As long as
Yeah,
the
I
New
think
York,
it is the Rose Bowl.
as long
actually.
as the New York Mets stink forever, I'll be happy.
Fuck you.
Hate the
Fuck
Mets.
you.
Fuck the new owner. Fuck them all.
You're about to meet the Mets, all right, bitch?
Alabama's favored by 20 against Notre Dame.
That's why I can't watch college. It's
Clemson's
so
got to be up by like 10 or 11.
So
Yeah.
stupid. College ball sucks. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Zom. I'm a Rutgers fan. They're going to be better next year.
Rutgers.
Hey, they won 3 games this year. Greg Schiano.
What is it, Greg Schiano? Yeah? Mm.
That's a lot better than they did last year.
Great coach. Greg Schiano is one of the best coaches in the country. But yeah, college football, there's too much point scoring. The total's always high. It's just, I don't know. It's just not really for me. I like the NFL, But man, Rutgers winning Natty, whew, that would be awesome.
Eagles winning another Super Bowl or Rutgers winning. What did you take?
It,
Kyle. Stop it.
Eagles.
You stupid
know
fuck.
what?
Yeah.
Eagles.
Get the fuck out of here.
Listen. The reason why it's tough is because a national title is so much harder to win than
Get the fuck out of here. That's
I'm
it.
telling you right now, if Rutgers somehow wins the national championship within the next 30 years, they must have tore down the college football playoffs and completely destroyed their system.
I got a better chance.
That's like saying Cincinnati's going to be in the top 4. Come on, get out of here.
Who's got a better chance of winning a championship? The New York Jets or Rutgers football?
Rutgers.
The Jets haven't even been there in 50 years. They haven't even sniffed it in 50 years.
So now what is it now? Jacksonville's going to get Lawrence and then the Jets are going to get Fields? Or?
Yeah, due to the strength of schedule.
Nope. I feel like the Jets are either one, going to trade that pick away, or number two, take someone else at number 2 because they don't need Fields now. Fields isn't better than Sam Darnold. So
I think that's the question you got to ask: is Fields better than Sam Darnold? And at this point, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Jacksonville, man. Now they're gonna get now. Trevor Lawrence. Oh, Jacksonville, Florida. Oh,
yeah.
Instead of going to New York.
I bet the NFL is thrilled about that.
Basura. They're idiots. The Jets. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Hey, you play to win the game.
Hey guys. But thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Fly Like an Eagle podcast.
Whoa, guys, from Zomster's heart to your heart to your family's hearts, I wish you all the best. Merry Christmas, and be safe. And Jalen Hurts time, baby.
Yeah. Good.
Merry Christmas, Zomp.
All right, guys.
I probably won't see you before that. iTunes, go subscribe, make sure you give us a rating, please.
Before Zomp goes, all right, bring up our rating on iTunes because some troll that hates the fucking shit out of me pressed 1 star. So get that rating up on iTunes. We're a Fly Like an Eagle podcast. I would probably say Zach under it because he put it under his name for whatever reason.
Sorry.
But yeah, give us a 5-star rating or 4, whatever you want to do. Get our rating up, and hopefully you guys enjoy the content. We're on every week, and with that said, go Birds.